So I'm going to do yet again another video on this victim. But this video isn't for any of you who are sympathizing or crying or sad. This is for those of you on the fence and you're not quite sure what to believe. This will be your tipping point, I promise. You see, I've shown all their symbolism and all their threes, and even how he says CC when he's giving the 3-3 symbol. And yes, that's supposedly the guy that did this. And keep in mind what I said about Masons. You see, I've done a video in the past talking about how someone was fakely and became someone else, Don King. He was a pacifist. He was a fight promoter. They love duality. Now I'm going to show you this video, which has actual evidence about this. So if you can wrap your head around the fact that they would fake his, maybe you will see the truth in the most recent false flag. Dang. Remember, I keep saying the Masons, the Freemasons who love this symbol as well, because it looks like their symbol. Enjoy the show. If you're not ready to watch me take him from an absolute hero to an absolute zero, I wouldn't keep watching. Let's first take a look at the supposed greatest speech of the 20th century. And look at the little symbol at the bottom of that. That's a funny symbol. Do you know what it is? Well, you can see that that symbol belongs to these guys. And those guys have their hands very deep in distorting our reality and presenting us with things that aren't true, and providing heroes when they're ready to provide us one of their heroes. False idols who die. Club member himself is quoted as saying, "When the people need a hero, we shall supply him." And supply him they did. But their goal isn't to supply a real hero. Their goal is to supply someone that is going to help further the divide that they want between us all. And divide he did. And well, when they were done using him to divide us enough, they had to take him out. But you see, they don't really take him out. They just pretend to take him out to cause further divide, to upset people more and to control people's minds more. And well, they just insert him a little later down the road. And in his case, they didn't even change his last name. MLK to Don K. That's Don King, the fight promoter, the Mike Tyson fight promoter. And hey, that's a funny symbol he's doing. I wonder what that means. These guys, they like duality. It's why they like the black and white checkered floor, because it represents duality. And you want to see the duality in this? Well, he was a pacifist and didn't want people fighting. He just wanted them arguing amongst each other.
I felt that the best way to deal with the dilemma that we face in this country is through non-violent resistance. And
what better way to have duality with a non-violent pacifist than to transition him to a literal fight promoter?
I think boxing is the last vestige of the free enterprise system. It's the only business in the world that I know that a guy totally uneducated can become a millionaire. And if he has good common sense, he can then hire sense, in order to have longevity.
But you're still not convinced that this king became this king?
That's ridiculous.
Look alike and looking dumbfounded alike and smiling alike.
Ridiculous, Tyler.
And moving and speaking alike. And one morphing seamlessly, perfectly into the other.
Cosmetic nose surgery
of their chin still isn't enough for you. Well, I come packing heat. Because whether you realize this or not, I don't do these unless I find my smoking guns. And you can act different, and you can talk different, and you can even try to move different. But even when you remove facial markings, there's going to be some sort of remnants, especially when they're big, noticeable marks like that would kind of probably leave some sort of hole in your face. But as you guys know, I don't really do this to be serious. It's all for entertainment. I don't really think there's some sort of elite club that you and I aren't in.
Definitely
that is
not.
secretly running things behind the scenes, all in an effort to get people to do everything they can
Cool
to
symbol,
worship
Mike.
someone
Cool symbol.
and not the other. All for entertainment purposes only. I know.
And yeah, you still think that's just a comfy way to hold your hands. And that means okay? Okay, have a listen to this. Thanks to my subscriber Rose again, who's on fire lately. She found this little nugget on this Mason, who has a lot of you fooled because she talks about science isn't real. Maybe the earth is flat. Well, yeah, that's how she hooks you in and makes you go a different way with other things. Have a listen.
Those of you who think that you are going to replace Charlie Kirk, okay? Kings
Yeah.
are born. You don't just get to depose and tell us that we're going to follow this individual, okay? I'm one of the Masons of Turning Point USA.
Excuse me?
You
Baking
put
powder?
a shill. I'm one of the Masons of Turning Point USA. I'm one of the Masons of Turning Point USA. You put a shill in Charlie Kirk's chair.
Do you not see it? Do you really not see it? Do you not see that she is trying to sound like us, saying shill? But like, oh, she's calling people shills. She's got to be one of the good guys. No, she's on the TV. If you're on the TV, you're part of this club, plain and simple. And your brains are being manipulated by trauma-based mind control because then you are overridden by emotion and you can't think logically. And I've said it once and I'll say it again. Stop listening to the Masons on the TV. All of them. All of them. All of them. And I mean all. There's no good guys working behind the scenes. They're not executing celebrities. There's no people coming back and saying, look, we've been gone. No, it's all mind control. They want you to sit docile and wait for the heroes to come and save you. I have news for you. It's not happening. I'm the hero. You guys are the hero. We are the only white hats. None of the people on TV. I promise you. Not your Mel Gibsons, not your people making, not your Tim Ballards who made Sound of Freedom. None of them. None of them. They're all part of this group. You don't get on TV unless you are. But of course, all this is for entertainment purposes. I just coincidentally found the exact two birthmarks on Don as MLK. They didn't even change the last name, people. That's how stupid they think we are. That's how stupid they think we are. Just rub it in your nose with all the symbolism and all the mockery, and you just eat it up with a spoon. Well, most of you who I'm talking to, the people on the fence, you don't. You're critically thinking, you're trying to figure it out. Hopefully, like I said, this was your tipping point. I hope so. Share this with anyone who you think might be on the fence, not the people way to the left of it. And I don't mean left or right because I don't buy into that nonsense. Entertainment only, people. And I say that so the video doesn't get taken down. It's not actually entertainment. And I wink so you know it's not entertainment. Entertainment only. Have a good day.